What is up, boys? We're back here with another video. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different. We're going over the leak here that happened yesterday with Motocross The Game. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about here. But if not, this is a new game that is coming to console and PC. So, potentially all platforms, I guess you could say that. I don't know if there's going to be crossplay. It may be, and it may have actually said something about that. I'll look into that. But it could possibly be a thing. A lot of games nowadays are going to crossplay, so that would be pretty awesome to play with your buddies, even though they were on Xbox, PlayStation, things like that, even though you're on PC, okay? So this is going to be a simulation game, a simulator dirt bike game, okay? So that's what we're going over here. Now, this was leaked by a tester. No one, I don't think, really knows who exactly, but I don't guess it's necessarily a bad thing. Now, I'm pretty sure the devs probably wouldn't have wanted that to happen this soon, but, maybe it'd end up helping them in the long run, right? So I guess we can only see. But we're going to jump into this. We're going to watch the gameplay of the game, let you guys see it, and let you see kind of how this game looks right now in the pre-alpha. All right, now we're going to kind of go back into this, and I'm going to give you guys my take on everything. So right here, you can see where we load in. The right trigger is being used as gas. It looks like they're using B as their shift up. Now, if you notice here, so if you look at the left stick, that's the only stick they're using in order to lean, steer, lean forward and back, and left and right, and all that. They're doing everything with the left stick, okay? And their left trigger there is going to be for the brakes. Now, I assume, just like in MX Bikes and MX Simulator, if you guys have played that, I guess we'll be able to adjust your own binds to where you want, what buttons you want to shift with, up and down with, your throttle, things like that, One thing I'm kind of wondering about here. So in MX Simulator, you can actually decide whether your right stick is you're, leaning forward and back, or if your left stick is you're leaning forward and back, and they're kind of all together on one stick. See if that makes sense? So you can lean forward and back, you can, turn left and right all with one stick in MX Sim, or you can have them separated, okay, which is kind of how I have it. My right stick is set to lean forward and back, and my left stick is doing all the turning. Now, if you see, just like right here, they're whipping, they're leaning, they're turning, they're doing everything with that left stick. So that's pretty neat, okay? So you're going to be using, I guess, one stick on this game. I don't know, unless you can change the binds up and kind of split those up if you'd like. But so it seems, pretty straightforward right here. You can see that brake tap right there really bringing that front end down. So we'll have those physics as well. Now, they don't have a rider on the bike right here specifically for the core physics of the game. They're just going over the main things right here. Obviously, you will have a rider, when the game comes out, obviously. But they're just kind of worried about the bike. They're worried about the most important physics right now, which is the, like I said, the bike here. You can see some whips being thrown here. You can kind of see what goes into that. You're leaning just like in real life. You got to get that suspension to throw itself outward in order to get that rear wheel to kick out, therefore starting the whip, just like that right there. So it's a pretty good looking test track. You know, I know it's not made to look super great, but still at that, it's not horrible. Now, I think the game is going to be a really, really good game, honestly. Sounds like this is a 250 that they're on. I'd assume that there will be more bikes. Now, I don't know how the whole modding is going to work, or if you will be able to do that, if it's mod supported. It may be, but now I know it's coming to console like I was talking about. And, you know, you can't really mod on console or anything, or you can't mod at all on console unless there's like a mod hub to where modders can post their mods to a certain place, like there has been in the past with certain games, and then the devs approve it, and then that mod is released, and then, you know, you can get it like that, right? So I don't know how that would work on the console side of things, but we may be able to get mods for PC, such as tracks and bikes, things like that, but then again, we may not. I don't know. So we'll have to kind of see once the game is released to kind of see how that works and what we get with that, okay? So, but the bike right here, though, honestly looks really, really good. So they've done great on the bike that they're using right here, the test bike. I'd assume these are what the bikes are going to look like, the default bikes here, and it looks great, man. It sounds good. That's another thing, and it looks very realistic. I hope we can get some clips with the rider eventually, because just like this turn right here, look how low they're going right there to make that turn. I bet that would look so good with the rider on it, you know. But like I said, they're doing the core physics testing right now. They want to make sure all that's dialed in, so obviously they don't want that on here right now. They can definitely put the rider on the, you know, bike, but they are opting out of that for the time being while they, you know, finish their testing. This is pre-alpha, okay? But anyway, guys, I think that is going to do it for this video right here. We will have another video out tomorrow. If you guys did enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. You guys, we're over 500 subscribers now. We're headed to 600. If you guys would like to be a part of that journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, let me know what you think about the game down below. Are you guys excited for it? Are you ready? Do you play on console? Do you play on PC? Are you hoping you'll be able to mod this? Let me know. Also, I wonder if we'll be able to build tracks for it. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, in the meantime, you guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.